Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we've kind of got a bit of an assortment of stuff. We've got some M2s, a Johnny Lightning, and a Hot Wheels Premium down here on the end. But like I said, I've got a lot of stuff to get through, so we'll mix it up a little bit. So first off, we've got this 1953 Ford Crestline Victoria. This was a gift from my friend Goose. He gave this to me. It's a Coca-Cola edition. I know a lot of people are really into the Coca-Cola stuff. Me, not so much, but it is still a really nice looking car. And certainly don't mind adding that to the collection. We've got a bit of an older Johnny Lightning. This is a 68 Camaro Z28. So, like I've said a few times, a lot of my all of my first generation Camaros are either 67s or 69. So finally, got ourselves a 68. I don't think I need any more first generation Camaros now. So next we've got another 68, 68 Ford Mustang GT. This is the 390 in there. It's got the little 390 down there. I almost thought that said GT 350. I was like, wait a minute. So this has got a Goodyear tires paint job. And lastly, we've got a 67 Pontiac Firebird from the Hot Wheels Premium. This is the Hot Wheels Boulevard series. Really cool looking car. A lot of custom work done to it. They cut the fender. They stretched the rear fender out again, like they did on the 77 in one of my previous videos. I think it was the second to last video. I did a 77 Firebird, but I really do like the Hot Wheels Premium series. The detail on them is absolutely incredible. The quality of them is, you know, top-notch. And I think we'll probably be seeing a lot more Hot Wheels Premium and a lot less green light. Especially after my last video. So, let's get the lift pulled over. And we'll start opening stuff up. Let's start off with the 53 Ford Crestline Victoria. Alright, so here is our 1953 Ford Crestline Victoria. Really cool car, very uncommon to see something with opening doors. Two-tone interior in there, if you can see that. That's pretty neat. Really cool looking car. You've got a nice little V8 badge and the Crestline lettering there on the front fender. I really like the opening doors. I think that's great. You can see in there, there's 3 pedals in there, so that means it's probably a 3 on the tree. Yeah, really cool. No license plate on this guy. Hang on, we're not going to drop it off the lift yet. Very, very cool looking though. The specific number just escapes me, but I think these are around a 260 cubic inch flathead V8. I could be wrong about that displacement though. If I am, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what the right displacement is. You know how I am with my Ford motors. But there's a look at our motor under the hood there. Very nicely detailed. You can make out those flatheads. I believe the valve was actually part, like the actual valve seat was part of the block. And, well, I won't get into how it works. If you want to know how a flathead Ford works, go look up a video of it once you're done watching this one. Very good looking car though. Lots and lots of detail there. That hood ornament looks awesome. I know my dad loves to take pictures of hood ornaments. He has a lot of really cool pictures of some really, really interesting hood ornaments that we used to see at car shows. And then, of course, you do have the Drink Coca-Cola logo across the hood there. And then on the door as well, it says Delicious, Refreshing Coca-Cola. And then ice cold down the fender. I'm actually drinking Stewart's right now, so you'll have to forgive me. But very, very good looking car. I like it a lot. I like this turquoise a lot. Gives it a very 1950s feel with the two-tone white roof and white wall tires. And like I always say about Fords, the older they are, the cooler they are. So being that this is pretty old, must be pretty cool. We'll take a quick look, there we go, at our card here. Not really much to see. It's pretty much just a pretty similar to the paint job on the car. And again with M2, they're like super flimsy piece of paper cards. But still, nice stuff. I'll take it. Very, very cool. So we'll get this one parked up. Ready to go in the parking garage later. And maybe I will get some more Coca-Cola stuff. I don't know. I was never super drawn to it, but, you know, if I see some cool stuff, maybe I'll bring it onto the channel. So next, we're going to get our 1968 Chevy Camaro Z28 out of the box. This is a really, really cool one. Like I said, I don't have a 68. So, I'll go ahead and get this guy opened up. Alright, so would you look at that thing? That looks absolutely fantastic. Really puts the last video's Camaro to shame, doesn't it? As always, Johnny Lightning smacks him out of the park, especially the old Playing Mantis Johnny Lightning. The quality of these cars is really top tier. There's our nice little SS lettering in the grille. So, we are going to have a little bit of a talk. This is a Z28. So, in my last video, I made a fool of myself when I had a Z28 on, and I said I saw a 302 badge on the hood, and I was like, huh, I wonder what that's all about. I didn't think the Z28 had a 302. I was always under the impression that the first generation Z28 Camaros were big block cars. They're not. The Super Sports had a 396, but the Z28 had a 4.9 liter or 302 cubic inch V8 that produced about... So in the 60s, you could get away with stuff like this. Chevy said it made 290 horsepower, but it actually made about 400. So they were a little off with that one. But very, very cool stuff. They so the letters Z28 are actually the engine code for that 302 cubic inch V8. Chevy does that a lot with like ZR1, ZL1, you know, ZR2 and things like that. They'll often use different option codes will actually become the name for a trim package. So that is the Z28. Let's see if we can get this hood open here. There we go. So we can actually now see our Z28 302 under the hood there that produced allegedly produced 290 horsepower, but like I said, when you got your hands on one and actually cranked them up on the dyno, apparently they were putting out about 400 horsepower. So very commonly underrated engines back in the day. I know the 454 in the Chevelles was rated for 450 horsepower, but I've heard stories of them putting down, you know, well into the 500 horsepower range, you know, to the tires, which is absolutely incredible. So very good looking car, nice metal flake blue with the classic racing stripes, super sport stripes. There we go, there's a mouthful. No license plate on this guy. And then we do have plastic tires on here, and if you recognize these wheels, these are the average early 2000s Johnny Lightning muscle car wheels. They were very common on early Johnny Lightnings. I'll get the hood closed there. This is definitely one of my favorite Camaros, though. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It is flawless, too. So, we'll take a quick look at our card here. This is from the Johnny Lightning Camaro collection. Pay no mind to this little sticker. This is, it says race version exclusive from fullgrid.com. I don't know, that's just a sticker that whatever distributor this came from put on there. I did buy this car on eBay, and I tried to peel the sticker off, but it was screwing up the box, so I just decided to leave it alone. Really cool stuff. I like the background on here. This like purple marble kind of gives it a really classy feel. We'll take a look at the back. Here is the rest of the cars in the Camaro collection from Johnny Lightning. We've got a 67 RSSS, the 68 Z28, the 69 RSSS, so they do 67, 68, 69. That's pretty cool. 72 Rally Sport, a 76 Type LT, and an 89 IROC. The International Race of Champions. We have an IROC. We just, it's somewhere around here. I forget what I did with it. Somewhere in the collection. So here's our photo card of the 68 that this is based off of. I think they did a pretty good job there. Looks pretty real. Can it no, you can't do that. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So this will probably get, you know, taped to the wall or something. And I'll take one more good look at our little Camaro here. Definitely one of my new favorite Camaros. Although, I do have a new Camaro to show you, but I'm going to wait until later to show that to you. So those of you who stick around to the end of the video will once again get a special little treat. So I'll get this guy parked up next to the Coca-Cola Crestline. Square lift back up. And we will get into our 68 Ford Mustang GT with the Goodyear Racing graphics on it. Alright, so here is our 68 Ford Mustang GT. This is a Mustang Fastback, as you can tell by the Fastback roof. Pretty obvious there. Really nice looking car. I do like the Goodyear graphics on it, as most of my M2 stuff has some kind of, you know, racing paint job or sponsorship decals of some sort. It just so happens that, you know, M2 does a lot of that stuff, so that's how it usually ends up. We do have a license plate on here. It says 1968. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like this, the black and white with the little blue stripe through the middle. That looks really nice. Good looking paint job. We've got Goodyear Racing stickers on the back window, back fenders. Another Goodyear sticker on the front fender, and then again on the hood. Very cool. Unfortunately, we don't have an opening hood on this, although like most M2s, the hood is a separate piece from the body, so it looks like the hood would open, but it actually doesn't. If you try to pop it open, you'll end up just scraping the thing up. So there's our little Mustang emblem in the grille there as well. Very good looking car. This is the a GT, so it's got the 390 under the hood, like our little base told us. Oh, yeah. Come here. There you go. 68 Ford Mustang GT 390. So unfortunately, I don't know the horsepower rating off the top of my head for this one. If you know that one, though, go ahead and leave a comment. Or you can just do some Google Foo and figure it out. But very cool. It's always nice to add a Mustang to the collection. We don't usually have too many Mustangs on the channel, but always nice to see them here and there. Very good. And as always with M2, you know, no detail left out. Looks very good. I do wish the axles were a little wider. Kind of seems like the axles are a little narrow on this model, but you get a lot of fender there. Kind of just swallowing that wheel up, although it might be a little bit more anatomically correct. So who knows. Take a quick look at our card here. Again with M2, not really much to see. It's pretty much the same thing as the paint job on the car. It doesn't tell you anything about other cars in the series or anything like that. I kind of wish it did. But a little bit more fun to collect M2s if there was a sense of completion with each series. But still a very cool looking car. And I think this is a relatively recent release. 2021, so last year. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but this Camaro is actually about 22 years old. The Johnny Lightning Camaro that was just on here, yeah, is from 2000. So I don't know if I mentioned that, but pretty old car. I know a lot of my Johnny Lightning stuff is usually pretty old on this channel, but either way. Yeah, so I guess we'll get this guy parked up. We'll park that next to the other Ford from M2. 2 Fords from M2 today. Interesting. And we will get into our last car for today's video. This is a 67 Pontiac Firebird from Hot Wheels Premium or Hot Wheels Boulevard. Really, really cool car, and I'll get into why I'm so obsessed with this thing. Alright, so here is our custom 1967 Pontiac Firebird. Now there's a couple reasons that I absolutely had to have this. First off, I'm going to start off with the quote-unquote paint job, or lack of a paint job on this car. So this is not just a silver car, this is actually the bare die-cast metal. So this is what these cars look like before they're painted. This is... I mean, obviously, it's been polished up and clear-coated so that it doesn't, you know, deteriorate if you take it out of the box. But this is pretty much what the metal looks like when they paint these cars. Now, this has obviously had details painted on top of it. We've got a license plate, looks like UW778. Or wait. LJW778? Not sure. And then we've got taillight details. The little number circle on the side there is pretty cool. And then my personal favorite part, under the hood of this thing, under where the hood used to be, is not a stock engine. That, I could tell you from a mile away, is a... Let's see if I can tell. It's an LS. It's some type of LS. It looks like maybe an LS7. No turbo on it, which is surprising because usually people turbo them. But you can make out the right down to the coil packs on top of the valve cover here, which is a dead giveaway when it comes to an LS engine. Identifying an LS engine, that's the first thing you look for, is the big huge coil packs on top of the valve cover and the intake manifold that looks like a stack of bananas. So there's your LS swapped 67 Firebird. I don't see a supercharger on it or anything. You know, that is a regular LS intake manifold, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's like a maybe swapped straight out of a Corvette or something. But very, very cool looking. Yeah, I wonder if that's like an LS7 or something. The 427 cubic inch LS, which is technically a small block because it is part of the small block family, but it's a 427 cubic inch small block, not to be confused with the old 427 big block from the 60s and whatnot. Very, very cool looking car, though. I absolutely love this, and I do love first generation Firebirds as well. I only have a handful of first generation Firebirds. Personally, I think they look a little bit better than the Camaros from the front end. I've always thought the Firebird looked better than the Camaro. I just, you know, if Pontiac was still in existence in 2011, I'd probably have a 2011 Firebird instead of a 2011 Camaro. But unfortunately, that is not really a thing. There is a company that does make conversion kits for the new Camaros, or, well, 5th generation Camaros, I shouldn't say new. For the 5th gen Camaros, and they put a body kit on them that makes them look like a 70s model Trans Am, which is extremely expensive and really, really obnoxious looking, but kind of cool. Yeah, very, very nice looking car, though. I like this thing a lot, a lot, a lot. So we'll take a quick look at our card here. Although we don't have any fun facts, Hot Wheels does usually give you a pretty cool card with the actual car on it, cruising down the street. Looks really neat. This is, I guess, number 27. Custom 67 Pontiac Firebird. And again, this is the Hot Wheels Boulevard series from Hot Wheels Premium. So Hot Wheels Premium is like the larger division, and then these are a series in the Hot Wheels Premium. I know there's the car culture and the Fast and Furious stuff. So these are the rest of the cars in this series. We've got a Corvette Z06 drag racer. That's pretty cool. I might want to get my hands on that. An 87 Buick Regal GNX. Another really cool one. I think I have two GNXs from Hot Wheels Premium, so that would be a third if I got that one. And then a Porsche 964 and a Lancia, I gotta say this right, or else everyone will get mad at me over in Europe. Lancia Stratos, Group 5. I always want to say Stratos, but it's Stratos. So that is our 4 for the unboxing today. And I promised you something special, so we have my 4th White Lightning. Yeah, it's the 2012 Camaro ZL1 convertible from the storage collector tin series. Here, I'll move the camera up for this one because I'm not actually going to take this out of the box. I cheated to get this one, I'll be honest with you guys. I bought this on eBay, so I paid a premium price for it. But I really wanted it. It's a 5th generation Camaro. It's got my taillights, and I really just wanted to have a White Lightning version of that. So this is, obviously you can see here, is supposed to be silver. We have white paint, white base, white tires, and chrome interior on this one. Usually you get gold interior, but chrome interior is still pretty cool. So this is my 4th White Lightning. So this would be one of 4,472 total, making this one of 89 White Lightnings for the Silver Ice variant, or the version A. So, and the way you figure that out is Johnny Lightning tells us that 2% of each casting are White Lightnings. So you would do 4,472 times 0.02 to get your total number of White Lightnings for each version. So this is version A, the Silver Ice. I know they have a black one as well. So the black one is probably another 4,472, and there are probably another 89 of the version B, which probably looks honestly exactly the same as this, being that they're White Lightnings, but technically a different car. So pretty cool stuff there. I now have 4 White Lightnings. I'll show them to you in just a second here. So there it is, pinned to the wall, and I have one of 89 written on a piece of tape on the wall there. And that is my 4 White Lightnings now. And I believe we've documented all 4 of those. So, and as you can see, I do have their numbers up there. So that would be one of 70, one of 68, one of 361, and one of 89. So that guy is technically the rarest. But I don't know. I still think the Firebird might be my favorite. So that is my new White Lightning. Now, what do you say we take these 4 fancy new cars and get them into the parking garage for one final good look for today's video. Alright, so there is our 68 Ford Mustang GT with the Goodyear Racing graphics on it. Sorry, I'm going to try and hold the camera still here for you. It's zoomed in really close, so any kind of movement is amplified. Our 1953 Ford Crestline Victoria with the really nice looking Coca-Cola graphics. Very nice turquoise paint job on there. Really, really like that car. I absolutely love the hood ornament on that thing. coming down to our 1968, finally a 68, Chevy Camaro Z28 with the 302 cubic inch Z28 small block in it. We know that now. That's part of our knowledge bank now. And big thanks to, I forget who left that comment, but thank you to the person that left that comment informing me that there is actually a 302 in the early Z28s. And a really nice comparison actually here that I failed to mention. So there's a 68 Camaro and a 67 Pontiac Firebird. So they're cousin cars there. I don't know, which one do you like better, Camaro or the Firebird? I think between these two, I would take that Camaro. But on the grand scheme of things, I would have a Firebird. But yeah, and then of course lastly the 67 Pontiac Firebird with the massive LS engine sticking out from underneath where the hood used to be. Yeah, really love that thing. Really cool stuff. And then of course we just went over my White Lightning as well. So, a little camera trick there, sorry. So that's going to about do it for today's video. That is our 4 new cars. Make sure if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me which car was your favorite out of today's video. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me too to let me know that you're supporting the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video.